Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura show. Good morning, good morning. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Good morning. Happy Monday, July 15th. It is very close to midsummer, and I am going to be at a wedding for midsummer, but once the 21st happens, we are fully in real official summer. So click the thumbs up button if you're new, or if you haven't yet clicked the thumbs up button, please do. It takes 1 second and it's free and it's easy and it helps the channel, and you're already here hanging out with us. So go ahead and click the thumbs up button. Let's start there. If you're watching on Twitch, good morning, hello. I live stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. every single week on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. And we have chats for all three. So whichever one is the easiest for you to join, feel free to join us. You're welcome here. We have a good time, I think. No, I know we have a good time. And I have cat hair on my face because I fed the animals and decided to give Peekaboo some love-ins. But now I have cat hair that is sticking to the sunscreen that is currently glossing my whole face. It's a little bit frustrating, but we're going to just move with it and be okay with it. Next, I'm going to grab my other tripod and my paint supplies because I need to paint today. I don't have a lot of time left before summer begins, and I want to fill out my summer bucket list, and I want to give you guys a copy of the template so that you can fill out your summer bucket list as well. But I can't give it to you until I do it, so that's a job for today. And to do that, I want to give you an overhead view, so I'm going to grab my other tripod to do that, and I'm going to grab my paint supplies. Good morning, by the way. Go grab a coffee if you haven't gotten your coffee yet. If you haven't taken your meds, take your meds. Thank you for the reminder, Candace. I already took mine. Candace says, good morning, all. Nice place to start your week. Please hit the like and subscribe on your way in and find a seat. Thank you, Candace. Bring all your snacks and drinks for hours of fun, and don't forget to take your daily needed meds if you've got them. Agreed. Agree with all of that. Okay, I just realized I didn't brush my eyebrows. And now my eyebrows are all over the place. Okay, we've got paint supplies. I've got a paint palette. I think I'm gonna wash my paint palette. I've got paper. Sorry, I'm a little bit away from the mic, so the audio might not be great here. More paper, ladybugs, tape, paint, fancy paint brushes, and now I just need, what's in here? Letters. I should keep that out so I can use them. Now I just need to get water. And I'll put the basket back here so I don't get bothered by it. It is what will I use as a water receptacle? Gorgeous. We've got a bowl for water. We've got pencils in the paintbrush area. What else do I need? I need a paper towel or a napkin. I have a napkin. Good. And then the tripod so that you might watch me paint. Let's see if I can situate this. I'm just organizing where the phone can go. Oh, I didn't turn this light on. Why didn't you tell me? All right, I think that's everything I'm gonna need. Paper. Do I have the right paper? Just grab all this just in case. Okay. Ooh, glitching. We got a glitch. Everybody breathe. It'll just take... Here I am again. Let's try again. Good morning, good morning. Let's hope it all works now. Good morning and welcome to the Last Minute Laura Show. That's not actually our morning jingle. I kind of freestyled it there for a sec, but that's what you get. Okay, so here is my area. Let me just see if I can find a way to make it look a little less angled for you. I don't think I can. I think that's the best I could do, really, which is not ideal, but you know. Okay, and then now, where do I need this? Please hold. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this one. Transform. There we go. Lovely. Now we've got this, and we can start to think of ideas to make our summer bucket list. What I'm thinking is I want to make like a good blank space. I don't even know what I was thinking in these ones. But I think I want to take like a standard size, like let's say 4x6, and just put it in the middle and say, don't put anything in the 4x6 space. And that'll be where my bucket list items go. So that 4x6 space doesn't have to be centered. I could have the 4x6 space like this, which leaves us a lot more room to paint. And I think that's probably the best, but maybe like this. Would we rather have the list here and the painting here? Like that. Like this. I think probably a little bit down and a little bit to the side, like that. So like this amount of space we will not, will not put any paint in. So I'm just going to rough out my idea. This is a piece of regular printer paper right now. I'm not doing it on my watercolor paper because I want to sort of suss out a shape that I feel good about for the summer bucket list. Because I am going to put this, I'm going to hang it somewhere. So let's say that's a good amount of space for all the bucket list items. And maybe they're going to be in a list. Maybe they're going to be in bullet form. Maybe they're going to be like divided into squares or something. I don't know yet, but I'm thinking this is the area that we don't touch. So if that's like, if we imagine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bucket list items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is all occupied by our bucket list. But then, right, we have tons of room to work with. We have to write the words summer bucket list because I think that'll be like a good idea to do. We can do it in calligraphy. We could do it in anything. We could do it in block letters. I kind of like calligraphy, or not calligraphy, cursive. I like cursive because I think it's pretty. And we could do like some type of art thing here, and then we could have it go. So there's my S. I love my new version of a cursive S. When I was growing up, I did my S's like this, which is like a cursive S, but I love this idea. So pretty. And then we could do summer. And then summer should be different than bucket list, I think. Like it would be summer, and then like that. But like not necessarily these fonts, but like romantic font, block font, summer bucket list. Maybe this is in a bucket, but I don't really think that's necessary. You know what? I do like the idea of a bucket of flowers. I know that it's not really a bucket, but hold on. If we take a bucket and it doesn't really feel like a bucket though, to do a bucket of flowers. What else comes in a bucket? Let's see what the internet has for us. Just hold on, we're doing it. What comes in a bucket? Hardware, Food supply kits. No, I want like health and beauty gift buckets. No, I want like, what else could go in a bucket? KFC. I'm not putting chicken in it. How about what usually comes in a bucket? Not what does come. Fast food, hardware and construction, paint. A paint bucket. Okay. Rice and beans, car wash soap. That's not what I'm. Oh, I know. I could just do images and see what bucket comes up with, because bucket of what, you know? A bucket of maple syrup, okay? Bucket of KFC, all right? A bucket with a mop in it, all right? I could just do a galvanized steel bucket. I want like bucket list art. Bucket list art. I want to know what people are doing with buckets. How are we working with these buckets? Or we ignore the bucket and just make it list. Make the list part. Like we could do a list, hold on, like this. Like we could do scratch bucket. Do I have an eraser near me? All I have is the one on the back of the pencil. Apologies for the way this is gonna look. But like summer, and then we could do that's not a good scroll, but you get the idea of it. Summer, and then we could have it be summer 2026 bucket list, like that. But this ideas. This is not just. I'm not doing the good copy right now, but summer 2026 bucket list. Here's our bucket list. We could do, well, if I look at my bucket list for this summer, I might be able to see some ideas. Let's see what's on my bucket list. Hi. Where would I have put my bucket list? Comedy club, live show, see a play. I know I wrote a summer list, but seems like I didn't really organize myself too well here. That's okay, we can figure it out together. I think we'll figure it out, right? So like one of mine is see comedy live. What is another bucket list item? I forgot to tell you. Something really exciting happened. Okay, are you ready? On Friday, Alex and I were just hanging out, and he said to me, do you have any plans for tomorrow? And I said, no, I don't. Why? What's going on? And he said, I want to take you to the Grand River so you can use your waders. And we went to the Grand River and I went fishing. Alex stayed on shore and he had a camping chair, and I went all the way up to here in the water without getting wet at all. I was in waders. I was fishing. I caught 2 crayfish with my hands, and I saw lots of baby fish. I didn't catch any grown-up fish, but I walked all the way across the Grand River. Like the whole Grand River, I walked across the whole thing because it's not very deep. It's just big. It was really cool. Probably the most exciting thing for me so far this summer. Use waders. I already got one of mine done. I want to go to another baseball game. That was fun. What else did I want to do this summer? I want to go to a comedy club. I want to use waiters. I want to do a baseball game. What do I want to go do? This summer, I want to make sure that I go camping. This summer, I want to make sure that I go fishing. This summer, I would like to make a clay pot from scratch. He sure knows how to put a smile on your face. I was so excited. He had a meeting on Saturday. He was meeting friends. I don't know why I called it a meeting. He was having a meetup with some of his friends in the morning, far away from our home. So he got home at like 2:00 in the afternoon, and I was ready to go. I had a picnic blanket. I had snacks for us for the afternoon. I was dressed. I had a second outfit just in case the outfit I wore got wet. I was wearing a bathing suit underneath. I had already put on my sunscreen, but I packed sunscreen and bug spray. I just got everything ready. Everything that could need to happen. And then we got the camping chair and my fishing stuff. And I had the best 3 hours of my life. 4 hours. No sunburn. I was in direct sun with no shade in sight because it was in the middle of a river. Not a sunburn in sight because I'm so responsible with my skin. Well done, Laura. And then afterwards, we went to Hewitt's, which is a dairy. It's a dairy bar that's in Caledonia, and it's is it in Caledonia? It might be past Caledonia. Anyway, it's like a known place for people in this area of the province. I feel like Hewitt's is pretty big. It's not just like this area of town. It's like a big area. Loves this place. They make their own ice cream like every week, and it's really tasty. And I got coffee, caramel, chocolate, coffee, brownie, fudge for my first scoop. And then for my second scoop, I got blueberry cheesecake, and it was very good. Alex got grape. Kind of disgusting, I'm going to be honest. It tasted like Purple Crush. And then he also got, I think, strawberry cheesecake. It was very fun. Okay, comedy club, use waiters, baseball game, camping, go fishing, make a clay pot outside. Oh, watercolor day. I know this writing is messy. It's just a rough copy for my eyes only, so it's not meant to be beautiful. I know how to handwrite properly. Don't worry, watch. I know how to write in a legible way. This is me chicken scratch, just so you know, in case you were looking, being like, are you writing as a boy? Yes, I am, writing quickly as a boy. Okay, make a clay pot from scratch. What else do I want to do this summer? What other things, what do I want to collect? What do I want to forage? Oh, I want to forage mushrooms to eat. I want to do some natural dye. I feel like I'm missing it. Watercolor every day. What else is on my bucket list? Things that I want to do this summer. What about bigger things? I do want to try and get to a cottage. It's expensive, but it's something that we want to do. Okay, and do I want to catch any other wild animals? Do I want to see... I want to raise monarchs again. That was really fun when I did that, monarchs. Why apostrophe, Laura? What are you doing? Raise monarchs. Oh, go to a mine, I remember. Go to a mine. Do... what is it? Fun trip, the road trip. I don't remember what it's called. Fun trip, short, road trip with Julia. What What else? That road trip with Julia. Do I want to start embroidering? Do I want to start pressing flowers? Do I want to, oh, I want to do flower hammering. Natural dye and flower hammering. And camping and hiking. And, oh, I want to go to the forest more. Go to the forest. How many times do I want to go? How long is summer? June 21st, July 21st, August 21st. 3 months long. In 3 months, how many times could I go possibly to the forest? Let's say 6 times. That's every other week I should go. Go to the forest 6 times. Any other things I want to collect this summer? Any things I want to get rid of this summer? Any things I want to... Summer bucket list. What else is on my summer bucket list? Who's to say? Okay, so if these things are on there, then we can include fish. Fish are cool. We can include flowers. We can include butterflies. So now that we've got that, we can do it a little bit more. I kind of want to do it on an angle. Is that, would that be crazy? I don't think it would be. I think that's totally the vibe for this summer. Okay. Actually, now that we know how we're organizing it roughly, now that we have room, I feel like it needs to be predominantly flowers. Like overall we would end up with flowers, right? So like we could have, but I do kind of want to figure out butterflies, like a monarch. Let's see what a monarch looks like again. I hate trying to draw butterflies because you're either right or you're wrong, you know? Monarch. Sorry, I'm with my non-dominant hand and the keyboard is upside down. Monarch. There we go. Images. Okay, so monarch butterfly. If we do a monarch butterfly, it could be kind of big, honestly. We could do a kind of sick monarch butterfly on some milkweed. I mean, that could be sick. And then have a... Yeah, okay. So, grown-up butterfly will be like... I think I like it when they're kind of like this way. Like they're sitting. Grown up, and then you come down this way, you come down this way, then you both go up, and then we get these nice roundy bits at the bottom, and they go up, and then this comes down a little bit more straight. You come around like that, then everybody's got a black outline. And then we've got that thing, 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 that thing. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we've got 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we got a black body. A bigger body, this area, body's kind of long, and we got 2 of those. Okay, butterfly. Butterfly, and then we could have something crawling, like maybe a snail right here. Okay, snail, butterfly, what would go up this way? other than like a vine. You know what? My list could be on a stump or on a rock. Like this whole shape could be a rock. I don't know how to make a rock. I don't know how to draw a rock. Okay, we got monarch. Now we need rocks. I know what rocks look like, but anytime I try to paint them or draw them, they look wrong. So let's look at images of rocks. Just like a big rock. Actually, I know I have a photo of a big rock. Let's see. Big rock. Okay. So what I'm thinking here. Hold on a quick tick. Let me just find the big rock I'm looking for. Okay, like, if this is the face of the rock, sure. Maybe the face has to go a little bit more. That is the back of the rock. Okay. And then there's the side of the rock, which goes like that, and then up, and then we have the front of the rock that is going to be like this. There. I guess this is kind of giving gravestone now a little bit, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Which means that butterfly doesn't really work there. So let's think again. If we have a rock as our main thing, what could the list be on? A rock or a stump? What is a large natural feature? It could be on a... I feel like a stump could work. But a rock feels like kind of cool. Sorry, I'm doing a little giggling around here, doing a little looks. See if I can't find us a good rock. Or a good example, the way that I'm hoping it looks. Because I need it to be close up so that it shows all of the things, animals and stuff, you know? Big rocks up close. That'll be helpful. Ooh, rocks could be a cool way to do it in general. Like, look at this. Hold on. Like, where's my Discord? Oh, where is my Discord? There you are. Come over here, Discord. Look at this. Ready? Like, that's kind of cool. Or it could be in the water. That could work. Because the water could be like clear neutral. Hold on, look. look what I'm talking about. Okay, so if I'm looking at it like this, and I want the bucket list like that, I thought about it and I already don't like my idea. Okay. I feel confused. I don't know what I want to do. Where is everyone this morning? What happened to the live stream? It seems like it's just a lot of people we seem to have lost lately. Miss you guys. Come back. Welcome. You're welcome here. It's just you and me, Candy. All right. And there we go. Now let's have a look at what I'm trying to do here. If I do rocks, how will I do it? That's not terrible. That's not a bad idea. I just have to figure out the rock placement. Like if this is my rock face, that's fine. But maybe the rock face has to go like this, if that's going to be the front half of our rock. So like if this is where our list will go, into the rock, then those are our I think USA Kids got out earlier than here. Lucky them. Okay, so rock is going to have a dark side, because they do. The front side, they are not straight, but they're also not. And then that's going to curve, because we'll have a top. And then it'll start to go back, and we won't get to see how big the rock really is. This can go like this. Okay. Okay, so if this is my giant rock, cool, that's fine. We can cut the corners off because the rock has probably been here a really long time. And then we can add good sized cracks into it. And we can add other rocks that are sitting around it that also have shadow sides and top sides. And then like pebbles and stuff can be around. Then we're gonna have like a offshoot sort of zone on here where this shelves out. Okay, so like here's our rock. This is questionable, but here's our rock. Then we'll have like, the thing that I want to create with this is to make this rock actually feel like it's not a giant boulder. Right now to me it looks like it's a giant boulder. So to do that we're gonna just add stuff to it, like we'll round out this farther so that it feels more like a pebble. And then we'll add our snail somewhere We'll also add moss, which will be on the north side, and if the sun is coming up here, it's east, is this way. Never eat. That sucks. That won't work. So if this is now not east, let's make this west. Wheat. Never eat. No. Never. Okay, so that would mean this side is north. And if this is north, then this is going to be where we've got moss growing. And up at the top, the moss can be in its spore stage. That's cute. Everyone loves moss. I love moss. And then on the front, we can just do like bare minimal shadow stuff, like with gray. Like make it like marbly a little bit. And then we'll have, where will our snail go? Maybe our snail will be like right here. Like just made it to the top. And then we could have plants that go over this side, that's fine. And that flowering plant could have our, do we need to do it flat, Laura? I do like how it looks flat. Like when the butterflies are like sideways. There can be plants growing behind all of this. And there could be a butterfly over there. Okay. Butterfly, snail, more rocks on top of the rock. Little plants and some that looks good, right? I think that works. I think that makes mostly sense. So now I think we can get our watercolor paper, and I think we can do a couple things. I think I've got a good enough idea to start. So first things first, I know I want this shape. So to do that, we are going to, is it too big? No, it's not. It's not. It's a bucket list. It makes sense. So I'm going to do the lightest pencil line. Did it show up even? Yes. Okay, good. I'm going to do the lightest pencil line that I can because we're barely even following the pencil line. We just want our little rock area to be left blank. Okay. Just barely. It's all right though. And then this. So this is going to be as good as I can do a straight line, but it doesn't matter really. And then we could have it jut out a bit and keep coming down. Okay, so there's my rough outline of a rock. Now let's try to do just the most gentle outline with paint on this, I think. Is that a good idea? No, maybe that's a bad idea. Fishnet, fishing rod lure, fishnet, could be a good idea, could be, yeah. Okay, so I am actually going to go a little bit more intentional with my pencil lines, because the rock is already gonna be gray. So having it be not invisible is not really a bad thing. Okay. Doing my best to try and make it look like most of the corners have been rounded while still maintaining some, I don't know, mountainy stuff, shapes and stuff. Okay. So then that's on, and then we can do another little rock here. Another little rock here. Okay, we got cracks. Oh, it's hard for you to see, but I promise it's very, very a rock. It looks like a rock. So I think the background for our rock, surprise, surprise, is going to be a variety of gray. But because we never, ever, ever, ever paint the color we're painting, we're going to do green. And then gray can be added later, or brown can be added later to make it gray. But we're going to start with a nice green. I need a bigger brush. Bigger brush and more water, okay? There, and then I'm going to just kind of outline the rock. Only on the bright side with green. And anywhere that you would call like a dark side, we're going to be leaving that for now. But I'm just outlining all of the sides that have sunlight on them. There we go. Now the face of the rock. So I found a new calling. Ooh, hi Christine. What's your new calling? What calling have you found? Okay, there's green on that side. Now, I think I'm gonna do like green, blue for my... Do I want to do green and blue or do I want to do green and red? I probably should do green and blue. This is like super concentrated ink watercolor my friend gave to me. I barely even touched the pigment and it's full of water or full of color. Okay, so now everything that's on this side, I'm going to color. Right? How about everything that's real dark? Like it's going to be super dark in this area. And also in this area. And then this whole side is going to be pretty dark. Hence my disappearance. Tarot card reading. Ooh, you're good at it? I love tarot card reading. I find it both entertaining and like enlightening. I usually feel like, that does make sense. Hi, Pika. Hi. Yeah. Hey there. Does this look like a cat-friendly zone right now? Does this feel like a space that you're invited to be hanging out in? If you were thinking hard to yourself? What would you think about that, Pika? Would you think, this looks like a good spot for me right now? Doesn't seem like she's busy or anything. Get your nose away. Get out of here. Get your nose away from me. Get your little nose away. Well, welcome back. Glad you found your calling. We love a calling. We love finding our callings here on the Last Minute Laura show. I'll let you know when I find mine. Okay. And then this is going to be a lighter section of blue. Same with right here. No, stop it. I'm busy. She thinks that every time I go back to get paint or water that I'm trying to pet her, but I'm not. And she's not picking up what I'm putting down right now. Okay. Green rocks, green rocks. Everybody loves green rocks. Okay. So now we've gotten, Pika, I seriously need this space. Do you see this cat's face? It's right here. It's right where my paintbrush is. Okay, now I'm gonna get the darker green again, but with more water. So I can do this top. But I'm gonna do the top nice and dilute. Pika, I don't have any room. You're totally in the way, girl. There's our rock. Does that look like a rock to you? Good, because it is. And this can be... You okay? Just got a hiccup? Okay. And I can do a little more shadowy stuff. Getting more rocky, I think. dry most of the brush off, and then I'll go over my little marble lines. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking so far. Now, this will be where the bucket list goes. Now up here, we need the word summer bucket list. Is that gonna have a background behind it, or is that just gonna be straight up as is? Bada boom, bada bang. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? All right, by the way, don't forget to click the thumbs up if you're new here. And hello to everybody in the chat on Twitch, good morning. Facebook, good morning. Nice to see you all. Okay, and now that we've got our river rocks kind of managed, I can close these things. Feels good. Okay, and now we're gonna need to do, I think we'll let this dry for a second while we work with pencil again to do the animals. So I've changed the direction, or not the direction, the location of the snail in my head again. Now I'm thinking right here, and we can make him big so that this is not a boulder. Like this. And then his shell will be like this. And it can be like this. Yeah. Okay, so now that I understand that, what I want to do there, I think I can take my smaller brush again. Peek, I'm just going to take the water and move it away from you so that you don't have to worry about being in the way. Like, probably going to make it a career calling. Oh my god. That's awesome. Double check that you're not manic. Not saying that you are. Just double check. Anytime you're making a huge career shift on a dime, gotta double check. Ask the people close to you. Would you describe me as manic right now? And if the people close to you say, yes, I would, then read your thoughts a little bit and see if it's something that is good and planned. And if the people around you say, no, you seem totally the way you normally are, then go for it, girlfriend. I'm just saying, anytime anyone wants to change careers real quick, always look at your mental health and make sure that it's a decision that you're making for your life and not for the moment. That being said, you do you, obviously. Okay, again, I'm going to work with blue for my shadow, for my little snail. I'm not saying that's what you're dealing with. I'm just looking out for you. So first, we can just make the whole snail shell. That blue is so pigmented. Then we can just water down. Pika, why are you getting more close instead of less close? My thought was kind of that you would stop doing super closeness. Sore. What's going on? Peekaboo's trying to lie down on the napkin, but it's literally 5 inches by 5 inches squared, and does not fit. Small cat, sorry. Small cat, huge cat. Alright, and then again, we're gonna do the body of the snail. The underside. The tail, and then we got the two little nose antennas, and then the two little eye antennas. Good. I'm not trying to be a hater, Christine. Unless you just walked away from your computer and that's why you're not replying yet, but I'm just letting you know. I'm not not here to yuck your yum or anything. Okay, there we go. All right, we've got a slug, or a snail rather, on our summer bucket list. That's getting more, I feel like, at least somewhat, that this is giving, hold on, rock. Looks like a rock, right? Can you not slide though? Just stay the way I put you. Why you gotta slide? Okay. Stay where you are. There we go. So now we've got a snail. I still want a butterfly. We have all the sky to work with later. I don't want to deal with that right now. That stresses me out. So instead, let's work on the bottom area. Sorry, I'm just trying to make room for myself, but every time I do, a giant fat kitty cat tries to take up all of the space on my desk. Let me just make room for her. Here, baby. Here, you could sit on my hat. Over here. Back this way. Beast. Back, beast. Over here. Okay, I'm just gonna, I don't even know which way to scoot you to get you to give me a little more room. Stop trying to creep forward. She's like, I just want to hang out with you, Mom. Well, you weren't invited to. Okay. No. How am I supposed to do anything? Baby, no. Here, I'll move my dabbing paper over here. Then my water can be right here. And then my hands, barely room. That's okay, because Peekaboo has room. Okay, so now that we've got our sort of rock, I think we can do more with blue. And I think then we can start adding red. So we're going to do blue and red for shadow and the, I don't know, details. And then from there we'll be able to actually color with like gray or you can't eat my water. That is my paint water, Pika. Actually, we should also start adding in our moss now. Good morning, Laura and everyone in Pets and Plants. Good morning, Louisa. I'm late. That's okay. I'm happy you're here. Better late than never. Never late is better. That's what Alex always says. Whenever I'm late and I say, better late than never. He says, never late is better. Well, that may be true, sir. Okay, so back here is pretty dark. So I'm pretty sure we can just like blue this out. And then when we paint over it later, it'll be a good color. Okay. Just gonna let this kind of bleed over. So I've wet this whole section and now I'm gonna take the blue and I'm gonna just paint up it and let the paint decide what the rock should look like. This paint is so cool. Pika, you're wagging your tail like you're mad at me, and you have no right to be mad. This is my table. You're the one that started taking over my seat. If anyone should be mad, it should be me. Okay, that looks like a good excuse me, amount of shadow. This section also could probably have a little darkness to it. And same thing right here would be super dark. Even darker. And here would also probably get some good hueage. What are you painting today? I'm painting the bucket list paper that I am going to give to you guys to also fill out if you are feeling so inclined. There we go. Feels good. Feels like a rockish, sort of. There is some rock-like energy happening, which is great. And I'm just working right now with blue, just so that I can get all the kind of shadows done that I want. We also need to think about adding moss. Maybe the top of the rock is mossy. I finished the doll for Ada, and Elisa is now standing, holding herself, but yeah, soon running. Literally very soon running. The running is inevitable at this point. If she's standing, even if she's holding on to furniture, you are mere weeks away from having a running toddler. Everything is in weeks with kids. Isn't that crazy? To me, that feels so crazy. Like, you think like, oh, that's months away. Nope. Everything is in weeks. You might think like, oh, it's months away. No, it's 1 month away. It's not months away. 1 month. Okay, I'm gonna do moss on the top of the rock instead. I almost feel like I want to do like big wet globs of green paint first. Does that feel like a dumb idea? I think if I wet the paper and then I get a nice glob of green. I guess not really. Doesn't really work. Okay, I'm gonna try each time I get a new green, or each time I have to fill my paintbrush, I'm gonna try and get a different green. Hey, get your tail out of here. I'm trying to paint moss. How was your weekend, everybody? I had a very good weekend. I went fishing in my new waders. Alex took me to the Grand River, which is a body of water fairly close to where we are, less than an hour away. And yeah, I got to put my waders on and go fishing. I had a great time. I feel like moss is not only upright, it also kind of is a patch. Oh, bless you, Beelzebub. What are you chewing about? That's too wet. Hold on. There we go. Very good. And then moss doesn't always just disappear. It kind of fades out do a little bit more kind of poking around. Okay, then I'm gonna get a bit of blue. I'm gonna do some of my little mossy strands back here in blue. A little bit more of that. Oh golly. Christine's got me thinking about tarot now, and I'm like, I want to open my tarot cards. I haven't opened them in a little while. Wonder what the summer has to hold. The bucket list is such a nice idea. I agree, and our bucket list is going to be the cutest one in all the land because it is going to have a little snail crawling on it, which is great. I have to take a pic of the doll. I want to see it. Do you want to do two things at once? I can pull my tarot deck out. Actually, is that like sacrilege since it's Christine's thing now? Am I allowed to still... Am I still allowed? I wonder what my cards would tell me for us for the summer. You got me thinking. Okay. Looks good. Looks good. Starting to look a little more moss-like. And I feel like we need like a really bright lime green for some of this moss, because I feel like moss always has like this section of it. It'll be like dark green, everything's nice, and then this one section is like this bright lemon lime green, and I love it. I love moss. It's such a pretty thing. Okay, here's my lime green. Hopefully it's not too much. Dab off some excess water. Oh, that's barely even. I think I might have to even go brighter, like with a yellow. I think yellow might be what takes it where we need it to go. Let's try and just get this section to look a little bit more green before getting the yellow out. I'll just take this whole back of the rock green. I agree that the bucket list is a great idea. We are a smart group. Man, I cannot keep the stream live. My internet is terrible today. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the live or the internet or YouTube. There's something going on all fronts. Okay, that should be good. Just a nice clean yellow. Well, still bright green, but you know, at least it's bright green. Not quite the yellow I envisioned, but okay. Don't worry, we'll do details here once this area is a little drier. It was very wet at the beginning. Okay, so here's what we're looking at first, and now I need to put some moss on this section, like in here. Or at least I need to do some... You're already out. You are already out. You're already out. You're out already. You are currently out. Oh, you're not talking about you. Toby, do you need to go outside? Sorry. Sorry, Gary. You're right. Good bird. Good bird. I'll be right back. Toby needs to pee. I'll turn my mic. Hi. Okay, look. I forgot. I picked these yesterday. I haven't arranged them yet into a bouquet because I wanted to pick a couple more flowers, but ta-da! California poppies are blooming. Baby's breath is insane. So pretty. Okay, now we can go back to la painting. That is so cool. I need a Gary to tell me when Ada needs to use the toilet. She forgets and holds for so long that I forget to tell her to go. Yep. Has she, is she fully out of diapers now? Does she get stressed about going number 2? Because that is a common stress point for littles. Okay, here we go. There's our... Oh, we don't need you in the foreground anymore. Right there. Okay, so now that we've... Where did my little paintbrush go? Pika, is it underneath you? Did I put it away? That doesn't seem like me. Was I using the big brush? No, I was using the little brush. I must have taken it with me. It is currently... Oh, it dropped on the floor. It's okay. Thank you, Gary. Good boy, Toby. Good boy. Okay. Anyway, yes, I have a warning system for my dog. If Toby needs to pee, I forget often, and I'm always surprised and like, oh yeah, I forgot. Thanks, Gary. Every time I'm like, Gary, stop talking. But then he's right. He's usually right. So far, he's never been wrong. When he says out, Toby has peed every time. Maybe he's just fooled me and he just knows that a dog will pee when he goes outside, but I don't know, man. Kind of seems like Gary is a helpful little guy. He may bite and he may scar me. This is from Gary. But he will warn me when the dog needs to pee. By the way, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Thank you for doing so if you already did. Okay. More darker moss back here, I think. Okay. I feel like it's giving grass more than it's giving moss, but once we get more insects for the right sized creatures in the space, I'm sure it will translate to being more moss-like. You know? What do we think? What do we need to do here? She just tells us by herself when she's ready and wants to go. Often it's too late and she can't hold it all the way to the toilet. But number 2 doesn't stress her out, thank God. Well, that's good. Yes, I have met many a child who's not very interested in number 2. Many a child. I think it's pretty common for little ones. All right, there we go. Now we've got our moss, and I still want to like do some longer stuff on our moss and maybe make some of them have like spore heads, but those are supposed to be super thin. like the lines, so I have to be careful. Not to let it get too dry. And at school, she doesn't want to go. Yeah, it's hard. There's strangers there. No, it's like Miss Amy and Miss Jessie and Miss Felicia, but no, they're different. They're not home toilet. I refuse. Do you know what I'm singing in my head right now? If I had $1 million, we'd build a tree fort in our yard. That's what's in my head right now. I was also doing a bunch of dreaming this weekend, just like imagining where Alex and I would live in our future world. I'm in a dreamy place right now. Whenever the garden's big, I'm like, oh, to be on a farm again would be amazing. And then I start going, when will we be on a farm again? And then I do the thing. So I was doing that this weekend, and I realized, like, when we get there, I'm pretty much ready. I'm pretty much ready to just jump right in to living on a farm again. Whenever the right time comes, I'm gonna already be ready. I have all my perennials ready to go. Okay, and now I want to do a little bit more like shadow on my moss here. Darken that whole section down, and then I want to do it again. Darken a whole section down, but up here more, right here. There. Cool, and then again over here. Sorry, I'm looking on the screen because I can see what my imagination sees better from here versus when I'm looking down at the paper. I can see what my imagination wants for a shadow. Okay. There's our rock, and now I think we need to make this less blue. I think I made it too blue, and it's supposed to be more of like a fuzz line instead of like a hard line. And there we go. I don't blame her. I used to do the same, but I find it important for her to feel comfortable and confident enough to use it in school. Totally. Yeah, I want her to be comfortable and confident so that if she's having some kind of bathroom emergency, she has a space to use it. But at the same time, I didn't like using the locker or the school bathrooms either. Totally, I get it. I never used the school showers when I was in the rowing team. Other girls would shower after practice, and I was like, nope, I'm changing my clothes, and I'm slicking my hair back in a ponytail, and I will shower when I get home. And you may go, Laura, maybe you should have showered. And you know what? You're probably right, but those showers were used by everybody, and they were always gross, and I didn't want athlete's foot, which was like constantly going around the baseball team. Okay. There. I need that line to just be a little bit less visually. Okay. There. Almost done. I still see something that needs attention. And it's this section here. And I think it needs more strands. Okay. Okay. There's no like flowers on moss, so I don't have to worry about like adding any other colors other than these greens. Okay, so now while we wait for that moss to dry, why don't we start coloring in the rock? Or should we add the next creatures? I don't know. Maybe we should color in the rock. I feel like we've got the colors we need. I'm not going to go for like boring gray. I think I'm gonna make my own gray. And I'll do that by mixing up a really nice warm brown. It's burnt sienna and burnt umber, and I'm mixing them together. And then I'm gonna add a bunch of red. And this is like a really berry red. I know you can't see my palette, but believe me. Okay, I think I'm gonna use a little more burnt umber. It's got a little too red there. And now let me show you what the color looks like. So hopefully this stuff is all dry. Here's my rock color. I hear ya. I'm with you, girl. Dancy dance all the way. Nope, don't fall that way, paint. I don't want you to get mixed in with the blue. Come here. My palette is flawed. My painting system, flawed. Did I just dip right in the blue? That would have been so scary. Okay. Here we go. It's so scary to do this part. Just to paint over what you've already painted. When you can, check the pictures in whips. Okay, thanks. Pray for me here. This is the scariest part for me. Painting over all your shadows. No thanks. I am literally in the middle of something, Beelzebub. You're a good bird. Okay, so there we go. When you can, check the picture in whips. Just a moment. Don't mind if I do. Discord, where are you? You're so cool. Do 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 do. Okay. Where did I put you? The hecky? Where did Discord go? Just a minute, everyone. I seem to have lost Discord. I love it, Louisa. Okay, I'm ready to see. I'm ready to see. Is it good? Is it good? Show me. Show me. Okay, in whips to share, I had to make her head darker. Let's see. Aw, that's so cute. I love that her eyes are closed. That's important to me. I really am not a huge fan of dolls with their eyes open, so you know, I love it. Well done. I don't know what Peekaboo's waggling her tail about, but very cute doll. Very, very cute doll. Your doll is very cute. Alright, alright. Hello, Twitch. 3 of you in here today. Good morning. Twitch, I am brand new, so be gentle. But hello. Welcome to my live stream. I live stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. You're welcome to join us anytime on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Good morning, everyone. Okay. Let me get back to my painting rock here that I'm painting. Painting a very beautiful rock. I'm gonna now mix a little bit of blue in with my brown, because this is too blue now for me. So we're gonna need to figure out how to make it work with our color options we have. So I'm gonna get a little bit of a more concentrated, maybe not even more concentrated, just another layer, but this time I've added a little teensy bit of blue into my mix. And brown and green plus blue, brown and red plus blue, it's probably gonna be black, but it's not really black, it's like a light black. You know? What, you ain't never heard of a light black before? In painting, there's all different colors of black. Warm black, cool black, all the things. There we go. Thank you so much. It's beautiful, but now Elisa needs one, so we'll get on that. To me, this is now looking a little bit too... What's the problem with it? It's looking too warm. So I need to cool it down with blue again. This time I'm going to get a nice medium looseness in the blue. And I'm going to go over this whole area, but just in like round strokes to try and round out these hard corners. We don't want too many hard corners because it's supposed to be like a small rock, not a gigantic rock. What? And it's round, it's not actually square. We're just going to treat this like a flat side, but it's not. It's a round side. Or rounded, anyway. Okay, and now that moss is going to have to get darkened, I think, with the brownish blue so that it makes sense with the rock that it's sitting on. You dancey dance, I don't wanna. I'm doing stuff. Okay. So I've done something wrong in this region. I'm not really sure what yet, but I'm gonna figure it out. It's probably just too harsh and I need to just go over it all a little, give her a bit of a blend so that she's not, you know, these aggressive lines. You kiss, I don't wanna, I'm busy. No, thank you. No, thanks. No, thanks. Oh, shiitake mushrooms. Just spilled water all over the top because I was shaking the table. Okay. All right, what do we think? What's wrong with this rock here? What's the problem? Does it need yellow? Are we missing every color in the rainbow just needs to be involved in this for it to make sense? Because I don't know about all this, but it's starting to get, I don't want to say it, but it's starting to get a little muddy in my painting. Can't layer too many on top of each other or it all turns to brown. Down here, this is wrong. Does this look more or less like a rock than it did before? All right, that's about as good as I think it's gonna get for now. Get this area all darkened down. And that's our rock now. Give that crack a little bit of a line so that it has a I mean, it could be a rock. Kind of looks like a hill cliff face along a beach. I know, but then look at how big the what if it's just we just pretend that it's a small rock, but it's just decorated like it's a big rock, you know? Okay. It's a rock. My Friday is so long, but very few leaves. Huh? Wow. I just choked. It's fine. Okay, now let's figure out. This is the area that stays empty. What are we going to put around it? How are we going to make that happen? Let's see. Can I move this? Oh, this is basically full size already. There. Okay, so we have this whole upper side to work with, and we also have like the sides around. I've got my snail, which we could work on a little bit. Let's do a little bit of snail work, shall we? What color is my snail going to be? Probably green, yellow, and brown, like everything else in this painting. So let's start with his body. I kind of want to be working on him over like this so that I'm not touching the wet paint that looks like a rock. The wet paint that will look like a rock. Water on here. Okay, so you're a good bird, Gary. No, you come here if you want to hang out. No thanks. No thank you. No, not interested, thank you. No thanks. Aw, thanks Gary, you're so cute. Not now. Okay, got brown. Oh shush foam. You'll be fine. Yeah. Hey, too loud. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Mushroom. Ooh, a Frida Salis. Oh, your Frida Salis is so long, but very few leaves. I thought you were suggesting I paint a Frida Salis, and I agree. That's a great idea. Okay, so if we're gonna say that's the spiral. Okay. Okay. So there's that. This whole upper side right now is all wet because it got soaked by me. So why don't we do... You know what? Let me just blow dry it really quick. It's soaked on the whole back of it. So I'm going to just turn the mic off so you don't have to listen to it. You go take a 5-minute break. What are you going to do for 5 minutes? Go fill your coffee or something. I'll be right back. Hello, hello, hello. Is it time for the memo board? What's a memo board? It's time for the summer bucket list board. My phone is at 20% and we have an hour left. Will it make it? Probably not. That's okay. Okay, let's get back into it. It's dry again. Oh, I should probably dry the table because putting it on a wet table means it's going to immediately get wet again. It is for this is where we're going to put the bucket list. Okay, mushrooms was a good idea. But I also want to take a sec and just do a little bit of detail stuff. Okay, first of all, rude phone. One sec, let me flip my phone so I can charge it. Because we still have an hour left. Hi, Pikachu. Oh, sorry, Beelzebub. Hi, Beelzebub. I don't know why. Ever since we had ice cream on the weekend, I've had like a phlegm throat. I don't feel anything else, just phlegmy. Okay, you're plugged in, so please acknowledge. Holy moly. The family group chat, it went crazy. Go. Up and down and in and out and back and forth. We will get there. All right. Phone. By the way, don't forget to click the thumbs up, guys. It helps the channel. And you're already here. You're already hanging out. So don't forget to click it, okay? All right, here is our summer bucket list rock. Summer rocks bucket list. And now I wanted to do a little bit of like more finicky work, I guess, on him. Get his, you know. So you go like this. There. Just want to remember how to make him poofy. Poofy's not the right word. Okay, and then mushrooms. We could do mushrooms right. Excuse you. Do mushrooms up here. Little ones like this. Okay, mushrooms. And mushrooms, I'll do a little bit to fix my bad pencil work, just because the paint will not cover that part. Okay, so I'm gonna do the little mushrooms, and I think I'm gonna do them as my shadow colors. I'm gonna do brown. And then as my highlight color, I'll do something more fun. mushroom tops. And then mushroom bottoms will probably be some variety of yellow. And the underside will probably be a light yellowy brown. Mushrooms can be so fun. They can also be so boring in terms of color. In terms of detail, they're always detailed, which is nice. Okay, some simple mushrooms. And then down here we need probably more mushrooms, like right here. You're a good bird. You're so good. No, you're so good. You're so good. You're so good. You're such a good bird. Good bird. You're so cute. Dancey dance. Or blue. Mushrooms will add size, definition. True. Now it's looking smaller, not like a cliff face. Right, because mushrooms aren't that big. Okay, give you a little bit of a blue shadow. And you as well. You're a baby. You're so cute, Gary. You're so cute. You're so cute. You are so cute, Gary. Good bird, Gary. Good bird. Mwah. There's some more mushrooms. It's also tilted, sorry, because of the angle of the camera. It's like this when you're looking straight at it, but unfortunately it has to be tilted because of the distance from the phone and whatnot. Okay, so that's mushrooms, that's mushrooms. Who would be over here? More moss for sure, but this section is also going to be pretty dark. So I think we'll start with a bigger paintbrush first. Let's be reasonable here, and then we'll just make a loose dark blue. Maybe we should make a loose dark green. We've done a lot of dark blue, haven't we? Yeah, more of a gray green. And this, I just want to do it like a wash. And then after we finish the wash, we can do like details. Okay. There, I think we can just assume all of this is moss. And also because this is on the ground and it's a small rock, we need the background to almost come up to it. So I think we'll make that nice loose blue, gray, green kind of be here. There. So this is like land. This is a rock. This is probably a continuation. I guess the land wouldn't have a curve because it's so close to the ground that you would only be able to see flat. Okay. So now our rock is on the ground. Obviously, our rock is not looking small the way I want it to. I almost feel like the ground should be higher than our rock to make it fit, you know? Like, let me get a nice warmer, lighter green. And if I had it go like till here. Just so you know, this is that's a straight line. That was my straight line. That was me doing a straight line for you. Don't worry, I've remembered that we have a title to do for summer bucket list. Okay. Hey. Yeah. What does it be? Okay. No, thank you. Achoo. Yeah, I hear you. I'm just trying not to participate in your very loud noise. Is that what you think about it, huh? Achoo. What chew? What chew? All right, so here's my angle of the summer bucket list. So far we just have mushrooms and a snail, which is fine. Now what I would like to do is get a little bit of this really bright yellow that I have. All I need's a drop. This is Dr. Martin's Hydrus Fine Art Watercolor. Again, my friend gave this to me. I did not buy this watercolor. Not that buying a watercolor would make you any less. I'm just saying I did not personally buy these watercolors. And I'm just gonna go all the way across and make the whole thing grassy and beautiful. Probably gonna take forever, but I think it'll be worth it to do. Let's see, mushrooms will add the size definition. That it worked, you were right. I guess the blades of grass would be bigger if this was grass, right? Because everything will be giant. So maybe I should be doing like, nope, that's too wet. Oh, thank you. You're so cute. Dancey dance. Dancey dance. No, you're so cute. No, you're so cute. And then I can also do black marker, like marker pen with this. I feel like this is looking like a pond behind it, and I feel like that's what it should be. Like this whole section should be like mud, like muddy green water here. Yeah? Is that what you think? Yeah? Dancey dance. Dancey dance. Dancey dance. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. Yep. They want to go outside. What? Baby. Baby birds. My sweet baby birds. You dancey dance. Yeah. No, thank you. No, thank you. Mm-hmm. No, no thanks. No, thank you. Okay, yeah, so like this is dirt and grass, or dirt and moss, and that's water. So, Beelzebub, girlfriend, I'm doing something right now. Are you missing that? Gary, your noise, while beautiful, is awfully loud for this time of day, so I would like to request you stop. Please? Please stop? Thank you. No, thank you. Okay, so I'm thinking more like swampy wetland for underneath our rock here. Candace, I like the idea, but I don't know how I will communicate it. So I will try and figure out tadpoles, but I don't know. Over here, what am I seeing? Over the edge of the rock, what's the view? Right here, what am I seeing? Is that just area that I need to paint over? Or is that something that can be created into something else? I think back here will continue to be water. Like maybe even that's where the pond would really begin. So I'll just do as best I can, a straight line. Then I'm just going to bring it around this mushroom so I don't have to think too hard. sorry, just a sec. I need to... These parts are like outlining mushrooms, so I have to be paying attention to what I'm doing, or else I may accidentally overlap the stem, which I am not trying to do right now. Okay. She's a murky little pond. And I love her. We're just a rock on the edge of a pond. Doesn't that sound like a nice place to be? I sure think so. Okay, so I think we should probably make at least 1 or 2 of these situations into lily pads. And to do that, I'm going to go in with my pencil. I'm going to draw the shape of a lily pad a couple of times. Which is just an oval. And maybe we'll do like a 5th one right here. 5 lily pads, that'll do. And then I'll go with my super bright toxic yellowy green. I'll do my lily pads in that. I'm going to stay as best I can in my pencil lines. Okay, we've got some lily pads. I feel like we'd have a big lily pad down here even. And maybe even back there. Okay, we got lily pads. And then we gotta do some really dark, like bulrushes or something. I don't know what they're called. I think bulrushes is correct. I just want to do a few of them. Oh, I forgot. We have to write summer bucket list. Okay. I need to come over to this way and do it upside down so I don't hit my hand on stuff. Okay, we got some bulrushes over here. Maybe we actually have like so many. Okay. We may be crowding in on our space to write summer bucket list. Dragonfly shadows, that's a good idea. I think I'm gonna have to do that with pen though, Candace. I think it would be dangerous to just go in with paint on that. These mushrooms are starting to make it more difficult. Okay. That's good. Ooh, that actually looks really good. So did you find a dress thrifting? I didn't go thrifting because instead we went fishing. So I'm going today with Julia and hopefully it's going to be fine. I'm going to find something. I'm not worried. I may be last minute, Laura, but I am fairly lucky. So I feel like the luck gods will have my back. Okay. We got a little bit of the old pond atmosphere going. That's good. Back here will be summer bucket list. So we're gonna get more of these and do a little bit more of that kind of stuff. Okay. Then I can go in with a greenier green. Okay, and what color are cattails? They're kind of like a dark musky green, I feel like. So oops. You go out. I'm already... You're out and Toby has been out. You're not telling me he needs to go. No. No thanks. Okay. Okay. Kittens are big enough to leave the couch alone. Oh no! That will be chaotic. Absolutely. Candace, wish me luck finding a dress today because I know I'll find one, but let's just all just have a moment of hope that it's going to be the perfect dress for the wedding. No, thank you. Another masterpiece coming to life. Thanks, Candy Cane. Candy Cane. Kangaroo. Okay, and I want this to be opaque right at the middle. No, thank you. No, thanks. And I think back here we have to do some I always feel like the line shows so much from when I was starting, and I don't like it. Okay, so that's looking cool. I'm liking it. I like that we have a lot of room to do our, what's it called? Our bucket list. Here's what it looks like on the front. Summer bucket list. It's not super bright. We didn't put really any flowers. It's obviously not done. We still have to do the mushrooms and stuff, but I think I'm gonna wrap it up here because I gotta get ready to go. I'm headed out to find the dress for my friend's wedding. I will finish this before I fill it out. I will take a picture and I will upload it into Discord so that you can print out a bucket list also. But this is what the rough out looks like right now. It's a pool, a pond. We're going to be writing on a rock that's on the edge of the pond. Makes sense to me. Now that I'm looking at it though, I do want to do one more thing. Down here, Definitely needs to be like a really vibrant green, because you know the moss right in front of a pond? It's always like that electric green color. It's just living its like best life. Also, the whole bottom of the rock is gonna have to be dealing with. Oh, you're not looking at it anymore. Lol. Sorry. Toodles till tomorrow. Yes. Toodles till tomorrow. And then also I will give more information on Discord. And guess what? I filmed another video over the weekend. So there's that. Yeah. There. Actually, this area in the back, right here where it meets, needs to be color coded in so it fits. Dry it off, and then I'll just do like this. Basically, I just don't want that light background behind my rock. But I also don't want it to be too dark. So relax, paint. There. All right, here's what it looks like if it's not angled so aggressively. Again, here, I'll show you at the front, okay? Ta-da! Here's what the front looks like. It will be a rock. It will be a summer bucket list. We are going to have a really cute summer bucket list painting. I'm gonna try and add more color. Anyway, friends, it's 11:50. I gotta get going. I will see you all on Monday. It is Monday. It's Monday. I will see you all tomorrow for a new video that is uploaded and ready for you. It's a short one, and it is it's a garden tour. So I'll see you tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, then I'll see you Wednesday, because I live stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. Until then, everyone, have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.